Hello my friends, welcome to Dave's Skillet. Today is going to be Gumbo Reloaded. I know I made it before about a week ago, but we're going to do it again a little bit differently. It's going to be the classic French style. More or less a request in a kind of way. I'm not going to use oil of any kind. That's not going to happen today. It's going to be the way it should be done, and that's with butter. Oh yes. The roux is made with butter, not oil. There's a lot of people who say, oh, you got to use this oil and that oil. I'm like, no, you don't. The classic French way is with butter. They didn't have all those fancy oils 200 years ago, 100 years ago, whatever. It just didn't exist. They may have had olive oil, but the rest of it, not a chance. So I'm in the process of waiting for the chicken and the shrimp to thaw out. I've got my mirepoix right here. All diced up, carrots, celery, onion, and bell pepper, red and green, both. I'm also going to throw in some tomatoes, chopped to diced. I got andouille sausage. I used half of a 7-ounce link. I'm going to put rice in it this time. These are my spices. Got 3 bay leaves. I was going to go 4, but I thought, you know what? The last time I put 4 in, it was too overpowering, and you don't want one spice to say, here I am. You want to be able to taste all of it. And anyway, I'll not be using salt, not at all. I'm going to have some bacon in this, and with the andouille sausage and the bacon, salt, you don't really need it. And the butter I'm using has salt in it, so there won't be any added salt. I'm using a teaspoon of everything: thyme leaves, black pepper, parsley flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, ground black pepper, crushed red pepper, and like I said, 3 bay leaves. I'm also going to put in 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to put this in with my mirepoix so that when I add it, it's just going to go right in. I'm just going to guess on how much I'm putting in here. That looks like about a tablespoon. There's 1. There's 2. Let's go for it. 3. There I go. So that's going to go in. I'm going to go in the pool with everything after I make the roux. Now the roux is going to take between 6 and 8 minutes for the color that I want. After the butter melts, then I'll add the flour, and then it's just a stir game. I have to stir it until I achieve the color that I want, and you can't stop stirring the roux. If you do, you'll burn it, ruin it, and guess what? You'll have to start over if you do that. So once you start, this is one of those kinds of soups or you just can't stop. You've got to keep going. I've got 2 tomato bouillon cubes that I'll be using for part of my base. I'm not using chicken stock or chicken bouillon. I'm going to use tomato. Now, maybe the traditional is the chicken. I'm not sure on that part of it, but I like the flavor the tomato gives, so I'm using those. And like I said, as soon as the chicken and the shrimp are thawed out, I'm going to begin. I'm also going to add tomatoes, okra, and corn, and slice. That's my bacon. It's finished in the oven now. I've baked my bacon. Baked the bacon. I'll be adding sliced stewed tomatoes. I'm having a hard time getting those. It was like the last time I had whole. Now this time I got sliced. It's like whatever the store wants to carry. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead with the sliced ones. I think that'll work out anyway. And we'll start this in about a minute. As soon as that thaws out, it'll be more than a minute, but for you it'll be like 2 seconds. So just stand by, get a drink. So we're back. The chicken has thawed out. The shrimp is just about thawed out. I've got to saute the chicken here. I want to cook that in advance, just a little bit. Not completely through, but I want to get it a little bit of a sear on it. And I've added a spice to it. Creole seasoning. And that's just to give it a little bit of another dimension on the chicken anyway. And I almost forgot to, I did forget actually. Although it's in the spice, I didn't mention it. Shame on me. Gumbo filet. Because it ain't gumbo without filet. Gumbo filet. So that's in there. A teaspoon of all the spices. Except the minced garlic, which is 3 tablespoons. You already know. And just waiting for this to heat up. Turn it up a bit. For some strange reason, the smaller burners are, I don't know, they just don't seem to get hot. Or they take longer to get hot, or whatever. I'm loving this cast iron because at the end, when I put in the shrimp, because it's already deveined and pre-cooked and everything and shelled, I'm going to just throw it in after everything is done. At the very end, when I finish the simmer, I'll just turn the stove off because the cast iron will stay hot for so long that it'll be good enough to just put the shrimp in then. I don't have to bother with all that. Save me, I don't want it to turn to rubber. It's pre-cooked, so I couldn't find fresh in the market where I shop, so I had to settle for one of those party trays. Oh God. So yeah, that's the way that goes. And I think that's enough. Turn that off, put that over there because I don't want it to cook any more than what it is. I'm going to turn this to about number 2 in the front. And get that butter melted, then I can start my roux going. And then we'll be right back. Okay, the butter's ready. It's totally melted. I'm going to jack this up to about 4. And I'm going to add the flour. Half a cup of each. And so we begin the stir. And then I will put the Trinity in the pot and begin the soup, or the gumbo. Now there's several kinds of roux. You can go with a blonde roux and make your bechamel. Today we are making gumbo. So we're going to stay with it. I want a golden brown. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to shoot for. Get all those bits stuffed up. That's looking good now. Let it boil for a minute. I time it about 15 seconds in my head, and then I stir it again. Because I am not going to want to have to do this a second time. Once. I don't want to sit here all day doing this, stirring. Ow! So yeah. There's shortcuts. With my last video, I took massive shortcuts with making a roux and with the Trinity, and I'll probably shock a lot of people, but I wanted to show that it could be done in a hurry, and it actually came out quite well. Some gumbo eaters in the building were amazed, and this one girl, I gave her some, and she was going to take it home, but it never got home. She ate it all, right there. It was killer. So this, I hope, will be 10 times better. Now let that burn. There's the bacon I made. Earlier I baked it. There's less grease that way. And that's not a bad thing. Ooh, look at that. That is looking so good. It's already starting to change color. I should have put the timer on so I would know. That's still a doable thing anyway. Give about 5 minutes on that. Then I'll know where I'm at. I've only been doing it about 10 minutes anyway. I should have put the garlic in that pot first, so it won't hit the bottom first. That's okay. I'll make sure I stir it real good. I don't want to burn the garlic when I do this. Okay. 10 more seconds. I'll have to chop up the bacon into crumbles. That's easy to do anyway. See, it's already 10 seconds. I'll tell you what, in 10 seconds it already is starting to get that clean stickiness to the bottom of the pan. You don't want that to go on too long. You want to get that really stirred up. You don't want it sticking. You don't want to let it stick. 10 more seconds, I'll stir it again. Smells wonderful with the butter, I'll tell you what. See, when you do it with oil, you barely smell anything. But this is, oh, so different. So nice. Add my andouille to the chicken. It's going to change another color here pretty soon. Can jack it up to a 5. Now I'm going to have to really just start and change color now. Again. It's not quite the color I want, but it's closing in. I think by the 5 minutes I gave it on that clock for you to watch, it's going to be the color I want. It's looking good, smelling good. I don't smell nothing burning. Amazing. Hard to believe, but it's not burning. I've got a pretty good temperature going on this right now. I wish I had a gas stove, to be honest, but yeah, okay. Electric it is. So I have to really watch out. All the lumps are gone now. There's no lumpy bits left in here. And I'm just about getting the color I want. I'm going to jack it up to 6. Oh, 6! Yep. Yeah, that's 8 minutes now. And that's just about the color I want. I could go a little bit longer, a little bit darker. I think I will. Nothing's burning. I don't smell no burning. Oh yeah. I think the mirepoix is telling me to put me in here now. But I want to get a little bit darker. I want this to really be killer. Nothing's burning. So yeah. Lower it back down to a 4. Or a 3 rather. Cast iron, it's going to retain its heat. So when you lower it down, especially with electric, it takes a while for that to happen. Yeah, it's getting dark now, isn't it? Here it goes. Here goes my trinity. Oh yeah. Guarantee. We're going to have it. We're going to cook this down until it's translucent. It's going to start making its own juice in a minute. Now things are going to happen. I'll be adding 2 cups of water to this with the tomatoes. That's going to go in here in a minute. Very good can opener. My can opener is no good. Come on, really? Brand new can opener doesn't open very well. Luckily, this one here is a pop top. I don't have to worry about that too much. And I think it's ready for the water now. And the bouillon cube went in with it, which is good. Anything stuck to the bottom is going to turn into flavor tail instantly. Yes. I'm going to add the andouille and chicken. There we go. I'm not going to add the tomato until I add the shrimp. It's going to go to the end because I don't want them to turn into muck. And now we're going to add in all the flavor. All the spices are in the pool. I'm telling you right now, it is smelling so good. It's just jumping there. And it's going to be my dinner. It's going to go with my dinner, I should say. Oh yeah. This is part of my Thanksgiving dinner here. I've got some turkey already made from yesterday. I didn't film that because it was for a crew downstairs and I just didn't have the time to do that and cook the turkey, the dressing, the gravy, and make my potato salad, which is featured on my channel. Oh yeah. And now we add the rice. I don't want to forget that. So, I'll get everybody in there. I'm going to put the stewed tomatoes in because that won't matter. I'm glad that does that. I like pop tops. I actually look for them when I buy veggies and stuff, so I don't have to use my wonky can opener. Oh yeah, this is going to be really good. All I have to add now is the okra, my tomatoes, and the shrimp. And I'll be working on my bacon here. I got to crumble that up and then add that to this. Whew, that was looking so good. That is looking like gumbo. Oh yeah. We'll be right back. I'm going to add the bacon now. Yeah. That's going to just give it all kinds of flavor. I'm going to have to add a bit of filet to it, a bit more than what I've already got in there. I just took a sample and it needs a little bit. I only put a teaspoon in, so yeah. 2 teaspoons now. That should do. We'll see what that tastes like in a minute. Add the okra to it. This usually gives me a little bit more of a booster shot to flavor down. So here we go. This is the okra I use. Comes in this tin here, this brand. Tomatoes, okra, and corn. It's really good. A lot of flavor in that. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That is definitely doing something. I need another spoon. I'm glad I got these. Oh yeah. I've got the stewed tomatoes in here. It's okay if they break down a bit. I'm okay with that. I just don't want these diced ones to fall apart into nothingness. So I'll put them in last. You can see the rice in there. It's going to take a while for all of that. The person I gave it to, they were looking in their cup for the rice, and there wasn't any. I was like, and there's no shrimp. Ouch. But today it's going to have it. These are the shrimps that I'll be using. They do have the fantail on them, so there's always that. They're thawed out now, so they're going to go in dead last. Like I said, they're already cooked, so I have to be careful not to overcook those. I only want to heat them up, and that's it. Take a taste of that now. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. But I'm going to drop a bit of this in it today. That's about a teaspoon of Creole seasoning. I want a little bit of heat. I did put crushed red pepper in it, but only a teaspoon. Oh, I had to walk away and sneeze. Oh my. That definitely got up my nose. I didn't have to go over there and sneeze again. Yep. Oh, gosh almighty. Excuse me. I didn't get none on me. Let's see what we got. Actually, it's good, but I want more. Yeah, now we're talking. That really opens up your nose. Oh yeah. Get those bay leaves on the bottom. They keep turning up at the top. Oh. Spoon. Oh heck yeah. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. I don't think the rice is done yet. So I'll have to just let it sit in there. to, I think they're just, yeah, no, they're not done. Take a little bit longer. They're not even al dente, they're just not ready. Okay. So we just let it go like that until the rice is done. When the rice is done, I'll add the tomato and the shrimp and kill the heat. Till then, you'll just have to. Oh gosh, excuse me again. My gosh. Put this lid on partially. It's not on all the way. There's a vent right there, so I don't put a bunch of water in it. I gotta sneeze some more. I'll be right back. I got a sneeze fit coming. Oh my. Okay, I've set the timer for 20 minutes. I gotta give the rice time to cook. So 20 minutes on the timer, and we'll have that done. And we will return. Okay, we're just about done here. Got about a minute, maybe. I'll be adding the tomato and the shrimp. I'll turn the heat off as soon as that dings out. The last sample I took was pretty good. I got a spoon now. Good. I'm at the ready. Clock is nearly. There it goes. Happy days. Okay. That's hot. I gotta be careful with the cast iron. Burn the hand off of me with that one. Oh yeah. Turn that off now. We don't need that on. Wow. I don't think I can take a sample right now. That's pretty hot. I might have to give it a wait. A wait and see. It's boiling. So I'm going to want to wait for that to boil to slow down. But I think what I'm going to add is just a little bit of cracked pepper to it. Yeah. It looks like it needs just a bit of that. Even though I added some earlier with the spice packet, I just add a bit more. These leaves keep coming back up to the top. Send them back down. Stewed tomatoes, they're hanging in there pretty good. I'm impressed about those. They're doing pretty good for the soups and stews that I make. Oh, that's hot. Oh, but it tastes so good. Wow. Now, if the shrimp wasn't cooked, I would put it in there right now because it's boiling. And it's going to boil for probably a few minutes. So if you get the fresh ones, this will be the time to throw them in the pot. It'll be right now. I think I can get away with throwing that in there. That might help actually cool it down a bit. So I can throw the shrimp in it. I'm not going to put those in it. Actually, it did. All right. I did drop it down. You can see the rice looks a bit larger. So I think those are cooked. You can see if I get a sample of the rice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to throw a shrimp in. Shrimp in the pool. That's everybody in the pool now. I don't know, I might need more shrimp in there. Yeah, I don't think 10 are going to be enough. Just saying. Yeah. I held 10 out. I only bought 20 of them. 20 count. I'm going to throw them in there frozen, because I know they're not going to be frozen for very long. There's 10 more shrimp. They're going to be unfrozen here shortly. But that'll help reduce the temperature here just a little bit. Oh yeah. That is looking so good. I don't think it needs more liquid. I could put more in it, but I'm not going to. Yeah. This is really good. No. I hope you make this. If you do, you know how it turns out for you. Oh yeah. See that butter? To make the roux with the butter? Absolute brilliant. Oh yeah. That is really good. That's even better than my first one. 10 times better. And that's saying a lot, because I got a lot of raves from the first one that I did. Those are still together. Okay. Will be unfrozen shortly. Wow. Yep. Everything is ready. I'll just pull that out of there. If it wants out, I'll let it out. It's coming to the surface. That means I got 2 more leaves in here somewhere. And I'll pull that one out. Got 1 more leaf to go. And watch that one hide on me. There it is. Oh, that came right up. Great. I know I got a bit of a leaf in there somewhere, but not going to worry about that. Oh yeah. I got everything out of it. Out of the bay leaf anyway, so yeah. Shrimps are breaking up. The ones that were frozen when I threw in are breaking up, so yeah, they're about unfrozen. Don't really have to thaw them out. You can throw them in at the end, even frozen. And what that'll do is, if the pot's boiling, it'll just slow that down. They're still gonna get hot. You don't really have to worry about cooking them. They're already cooked. That's looking good. Okay, it's time to plate up. Everything in there is hot enough. Oh, that looks good. That's enough. I don't think I could eat more than that. Anyway. So, I'll get the camera down here so you can see this better. And OMG. Oh, heck yeah. That's gumbo. That is real gumbo. Let's see if I can get a piece of this shrimp. Let me have to just fish him out of there. Get him by the tail. Actually, that's not bad, even though it was pre-cooked. Oh yeah. I hope you'll try this. This is really, really good. Here's a piece of chicken. I want to try that. Oh, that just melt in your mouth. Oh my. Okay. Enjoy and bon appetit. Thank you for watching. Hope you give me a like. Subscribe if you will. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy.